How to get funding for your business. If you're an established business or if you're looking to grow and expand your business, we're going to talk about the 3 different ways on how you can get funding for your business, period. I believe that there's only 3 ways on how you can get funding for your business. We're going to talk about it in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So now, I think honestly we're living in the best times as far as being an entrepreneur or even trying to grow and expand your business more than ever. My name is Brian Rotieno. If just your first time joining us today, I've been in the funding industry as far back as 2008. So I've seen all the crash in 08, we weathered the market then, and I've seen all the different changes that have happened. And I can assure you more than ever, I've never seen so much money that is available for small businesses, minority businesses, or even women-based businesses other than right now. So let's go ahead and just talk about the best different ways. And what I'm going to be covering on this video is how to get funding for your business without wasting time, filling out multiple applications, having your credit ruined by multiple inquiries. I've seen it all. We're going to also talk about how to get funding for your business within 10 to 15 days. We're not talking about years or even months or even weeks, within 10 to 15 days. I'm also going to give you a quick tip on how you can get up to $50,000 to $100,000 in a line of credit for your business with 0% interest rate. I mean, just think about that. 50 to 100 grand, 0% interest rate with no document verification, no tax returns required, no bank statements required. Just simply you signing a place on a piece of paper and you getting $10,000 to $15,000. So that's what you're going to be expecting on this video. And I'm going to kind of give you a few tips on how you can, what I call, position yourself for funding. How you can prepare for the dance, in other ways, before you walk into the bank. Because one of the biggest things that people fail at, especially entrepreneurs, is they do not understand what the banks are looking for. The bank's standards. Banks don't keep this a hidden secret. I mean, simply just having a conversation with the lender prior to applying. What is your minimum credit score? What is your time in business? What is your minimum loan amount? Most entrepreneurs don't do that. So we're going to cover some tips on how, I call it, prepare yourself to dance. How to position yourself for funding. So let's get straight to it. Please forgive me for not wasting any of your time, getting straight to the point. So I will say this, before I start talking about the 3 different ways on how to get funding for your business, I want to assume a few things. Number one, you have to make sure that your business is incorporated. You have to be registered with the state. Generally, registration of business is handled by the Secretary of State. So you want to go to the Secretary of State, whichever state that you're in, and make sure that your business is registered. You have to get a certification from the state that you have a valid business. The next thing you want to do is you want to go to the IRS and actually get an EIN number. It stands for an employee identification number. These are things that are going to be needed to get to what I'm talking about as far as the benefits that I just talked about. So you want to go ahead and do that. I will say that most businesses do fall under an LLC structure. There's multiple different structures. You probably want to consult an attorney if you want to figure out what's best for you, but majority of businesses fall under an LLC. There's LLCs, which stands for limited liability companies. There's LLPs, limited liability partnerships. There's corporations, and the few other different structures that are out there. But majority of commonly started businesses do fall under an LLC structure. Another thing is you want to make sure you get a business license with your local city or municipality if that's something that's needed, especially if you're trying to start a restaurant business or any kind of food-based business. So you want to make sure that you meet all the legal requirements. That's definitely critically important. You want to make sure that you have the integrity, the compliance of your businesses can be passed. And what do I mean by this? You want to go ahead and get a DUNS number, which is something that can be done for free. You do not have to pay to get a DUNS number. I want to go ahead and make that clear. You go to DunandBradstreet.com and you'll be able to register your business there, and this will allow you to be able to start building business credit. And this will also allow you to get some of the forms of credit that we're going to talk about here in just a second. So that foundation that we just talked about there must be done and established before we go to these 3 different options on how to fund your business that we're going to be talking about here in just a second. So just to summarize the foundation there, you have to be incorporated with your state. You must be registered with the IRS, which is the federal government. You have to make sure you have a business license if it's needed, especially depending on the industry you're in, with your municipality or with your city. And you have to be able to pass compliance whenever you're seeking funding. What is compliance? Lenders are going to look for your business. You have to have some type of web presence. You have to have a website. You have to have a business phone number. You have to have a business email address. Don't just go ahead and use your Gmail or your personal email. Don't just use your cell phone in order to start a business. And especially in today's day and age, there's very, very cheap ways on how you can get a business line. Some of it even free on how you can get a line of business so you can separate the two. You can use, to purchase a domain. It's pretty inexpensive in today's world. You can also use services like Wix to make sure you have a web presence. A business Facebook page, that's completely free. So these are things that lenders are going to look for. They're going to Google your business. Underwriters do this. So you want to make sure you get the initial foundation your business established. So now let's dive into the 3 different ways on how you can get funding for your business. And I'm going to be bold and make a statement and say that it does not matter where your business is at, what you're trying to do, how much money you're looking for. You can be looking for $1,000 or $1 million. There's only 3 different ways on how you can get funding for your business. Matter of fact, I've written a book about this. If you want to get a copy of my book, there's going to be a link below, somewhere up top or somewhere below, on how you can click that. I've written a book on this specific topic. Basically answered this question way too many times. I'm definitely an expert as it pertains to how to get funding for your business. So let's get straight to it. The first way that you can get funding for your business is what I call credit-based funding, utilizing your credit, okay? Now, literally, you can get 50 to 100,000 multiple different credit cards for your business, where you can be able to get these registered under the business name if you took care of that foundational piece that I talked about. Go to your bank account, and these are offered by some of the major banks that you have out there. Chase, American Express, Bank of America, they all offer business credit cards, and it's critically important, especially when you're getting started with your business. If you do have good personal credit, for you to leverage your personal credit and utilize business credit cards instead of personal credit cards to fund your business. You want to make that separation and also protect your personal credit. By utilizing business credit cards, you're not going to increase your debt to income ratio. You're also not going to increase your utilization, which is 30% of what affects your personal credit. So that's the first option. And a lot of people don't know that most of your most popular brands out there were started by those business owners using their credit cards. They were started and funded by credit cards initially. So it is one of the most popular ways in order for you to fund your business. So that's number one. Now, on my book, and I do cover this as well, I talk about the different products that are available. I talk about the minimum criteria required in order to qualify for the product. I also talk about how to communicate with the lenders when it comes to underwriting, what the lender is going to be looking for, what they're expecting for you, the type of compliance that you're going to be required to pass. But anyway, nevertheless, that is the first way in order to get funding for your business. The second option on how to get funding for your business is income-based products. Now, if you're a startup business, you clearly don't have any proof of income as far as the business generating an income. So I would always suggest for every startup business, you need to go ahead and get a merchant account set up. A merchant account with PayPal, a merchant account with Square, and also there's a new company that you can get a merchant account with 5-star processing. Why am I telling you to get a merchant account with these companies? Number one, you must have a way for your business to process credit cards, okay? There's a few different ways how you're gonna be receiving funds from your clients. Majority of their funds are gonna be through credit cards, okay? You can use checks, or you can, take cash, but we have to have an online presence these days. And majority of the things that you sell online, the number one way on how you're gonna get paid is with credit cards. The reason why I'm mentioning these companies as it pertains to getting funding for your business is if you're a startup, once you have a certain amount of time and process a certain amount of transactions, they will also offer you funding based on your income. That's why this falls under the second option, income-based funding. So they will give you a percentage of funding after just a few months, 3 months or even less of you processing a few transactions. And if you have a proven record of your business making money, they will be able to go ahead and extend a line of credit or even offer you a loan based on those transactions. Now, if you're an established business as well, you can utilize your income in order to get funding. There's lenders out there that will look at the last 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months of business bank statements and see if they can go ahead and offer you funding strictly based on your income and income alone. There's much other lenders that go deeper and have much better terms. If they will look at your income as far as your bank statements, they will look at your tax returns, they may ask for a personal P&L statement, profit and loss statement, in order to be able to get you qualified for more attractive loan terms or better loan options. So there are those options that are out there, but do know that the second way that you can get funding for your business is income-based products, income-based loans. And these are basically products the lenders do look at either your current income, what you're making now, or potential income. If you're a startup business, they'll go ahead and look at some of the different income that you're making in order to see if they can get you qualified. Now, the last way on how you can get funding for your business is asset-based funding. This is where you can collateralize an asset. I work with so many companies out there that are trying to start a trucking industry. They're trying to get into the trucking industry. Even for startups or even established businesses, you can get a company out there to fund that truck, meaning collateralize on that truck. So if you're looking to get 1 or 2 or 3 trucks, you can put a certain percentage down based on your credit, based on a few different other factors. You need to put some type of down payment depending on your position, but you can definitely get funded by collateralizing that asset, that particular asset that you're trying to purchase, and vice versa as well. If you do have assets that you currently own, you can what we call is cash out of those assets. Put that asset as collateral and you can pull money that you can use in order to fund your business. So these are the options that you have when you're talking about asset-based financing. It also pertains to real estate, basically anything out there that has value. Believe it or not, even your grandma's ring from 20, 30 years ago that got handed down with family, if there is some value towards it, there is lenders that will collateralize those type of assets, basically any kind of collectibles. So if you have that whiskey from 100 years ago and has some value to it, it doesn't matter what it is, whatever asset that you have, there are lenders out there that will collateralize on these assets. So anyway, I just want to go ahead and summarize. There's only 3 ways. And matter of fact, I want you to challenge me. If you are in the lending industry, I want you to challenge me on the comments below. There's only 3 ways on how you can fund any business, startup or an established business, either by utilizing credit, utilizing income, and utilizing assets. Again, I have written a book, and I'm expand more on this topic. I talk about the products that are available. I talk about the underwriting criteria that is available. I talk about how to, prepare yourself for the dance, how to position yourself for funding. I cover all of that in the book as well. So you definitely want to grab that, click some of the link below or above. Go ahead and take a look at that. And as a reminder, we work with entrepreneurs all the time. I do have a program that I help entrepreneurs, either if you're looking to start your business straight from scratch, we walk you through incorporating, getting registered with the state, getting the right foundation down. And we'll go ahead and go above and beyond and help you with your logo, your marketing, your website, your Facebook, your budget, whatever you need, whatever resources that you need in order to get your business funded. You definitely want to click the link below. I do have a free training. If you want to spend a little bit more time with me, where we can talk about some of the different qualities that you must have in order to be an entrepreneur, you want to definitely take a look at the link below. I do appreciate your time joining me today. Hopefully you got something from this video. Stop wasting your time. Go out there, get the funding that you need, and get your business started or expand that business that you're currently in. Thank you very much.